Books. There are 9 custom cut boxes of books, totaling about 174 pounds. The books were put into these boxes strictly by size. You'll have hardware, software, other whatever fit in a box went in a box. Box B01 contains a couple of AppleWorks books, some toolbox books for both the Apple and the 2GS, some 6502 machine language books, and one about the Apple II-GS. B02 contains about 3 or 4 programming books, a book about enhancing the Apple II. Oh, computers for kids. Both my kids tried that and enjoyed it. It was just kind of a fun book. Also, two Power of VisiCalc books, version volume 1 and 2. Almanac contains a lot of information about what's in the Apple II. Some more Apple II and games. B03, a VisiCalc book. VisiCalc was the first spreadsheet that I ever encountered. It was pretty cool. Some 6502, that was the chip that Apple II ran on, so some software design on that. And, bottom right corner, Apple Files. That was really handy when I got my first disk drive. B04, a couple of big thick books on the top. Some handouts about, looks like hardware. B05 contains programming. Subroutine Sandwich has some really cool information. 3 versions of the Apple II User's Guide for no apparent reason. There were at least 3 versions of Print Shop, the original, new, and the GS. This is a handbook for the new Print Shop. Also, some flyers that were handed out with the computers as I bought them. B06, another VisiCalc book, general spreadsheet, the Big Tip book. The Beagle brothers were just irreverent. They knew what they were talking about. This has some great information in there. ProDOS was the way that Apple handled its DOS. And then some information on hardware, hard drive, and a modem. Also, more information on the hard drive. AppleWorks 3.0 was just a handy little book just to have beside the computer. B07, more AppleWorks books, basic, more ProDOS, and sound and graphics on the GS. That's what it was known for, so this was a great intro to that. The bottom left, advanced programming, showed you how to use the toolbox in the GS. B08, educational software, probably not around anymore. And some handouts, looks like they came with the hardware. And more information, printers, more hardware information. B09, the Epson MX80 handbook. That was back when they actually gave out real documentation with hardware. What's where in the Apple? Man, that was amazing. The things you could do with peeks and pokes, if you knew where you were doing, had all kinds of information on that. And finally, machine language for beginners. I was here again, sped the programs up. And looks like a lot of these manuals probably came with hardware as I bought them. That has been Books.